Hello, welcome to our channel, Knowledge Bank GH. Kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel. Kindly hit the subscription icon to follow us on more educative contents. Can Ghana adopt lean government system of governance by reducing its ministers from the present 125 to 22? Ghanaians from all walks of life have added their voice to the need for the presidency to either reshuffle or reduce the list of ministers, since in their opinions, some of the ministers are either asleep, not performing to satisfaction, lacking ideas, or are tired and silently praying for a change. The recent comments from the Majority Leader and Minister for Parliamentary Affairs that some of the ministers appear not to be fit for the very purpose they were appointed. Another observation by a senior lecturer at the Department of Political Science, University of Ghana, that the presidency and by extension, the government of Ghana should consider adopting the lean government system. After thorough study and relating to the possibility of duplication of functions and responsibilities, some of us are proposing that, all things being equal, the existing 125 ministers should be reduced to 22 as detailed below. Ministers, 14. Regional ministers, 8, 1 each to manage 2 regions. Deputy ministers, nil. Deputy regional ministers, nil. Special aides, nil. Total, 22. To further support our analysis, we referred to the list of ministries as stated below. Schedule A. List of ministries: National Security, Finance, Trade and Industry, Defense, Interior, Foreign Affairs and Regional Integration, Attorney General and Minister for Justice, Local Government, Decentralization and Rural Development, Parliamentary Affairs, Communications and Digitization, Food and Agriculture, Energy, Education, Health, Lands and Natural Resources, Roads and Highways, Works and Housing, Transport, Fisheries and Aquaculture Development, Railway Development, Sanitation and Water Resources, Tourism, Arts and Culture, Gender, Children and Social Protection, Chieftaincy and Religious Affairs, Environment, Science, Technology and Innovation, Employment and Labor Relations, Information, Youth and Sports. Schedule B. Ministries that should be maintained: Ministry of Finance, Ministry of Trade and Industry, Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Regional Integration, Attorney General and Minister for Justice, Ministry of Local Government, Decentralization and Rural Development, Ministry of Energy, Ministry of Health, Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources, Ministry of Tourism, Arts and Culture. Schedule C. Ministries that should be merged: Ministry of Interior, should have National Security and Defense coming under its umbrella, Ministry of Information, Communication and Digitization, Ministry of Food, Agricultural and Fisheries, Ministry of Roads, Highways and Railways Development, Ministry of Education, Youth and Sports. Total for Schedules B and C equals 14 ministries. Schedule D. Ministries to be replaced by agencies: Social Welfare Department to handle all issues relating to the Ministry of Gender, Children and Social Protection. Center for Scientific and Industrial Research (CSIR) to handle all issues relating to the environment, science, technology and innovation. T.U.C. Fair Wages Commission to handle employment and labor relations issues in place of the Ministry of Employment and Labor Relations. Schedule E. Ministries that should be scrapped: Ministry of Defense, Ministry of National Security, Ministry of Parliamentary Affairs, Ministry of Fisheries and Aquaculture Development, Ministry of Transport, Ministry of Railway Development, Ministry of Sanitation and Water Resources, Ministry of Gender, Children and Social Protection, Ministry of Chieftaincy and Religious Affairs, Ministry of Environment, Science, Technology and Innovation, Ministry of Employment and Labor Relations, Ministry of Information, Ministry of Youth and Sports. National Labour Commission, NLC. For ease of reference, the following are some countries that appear to be operating lean government, considering their population and number of ministers appointed. Britain population 67 million, number of ministers 104. Nigeria population 206 million, number of ministers 44. South Africa population 51.3 million, number of ministers 28. Rwanda population 12.6 million, number of ministers 30. U.S. population 331.8 million, number of ministers 24. India population 1.406 billion, number of ministers 31. China population 1.400 billion, number of ministers 21. Japan population 125,502,000, number of ministers 19. Can Ghana take a clue from these data and implement the lean government system, considering Ghana's population of a little over 30 million compared to some of the advanced and developing countries with much lesser ministers? Presented by Emmanuel Tetef-Mensah, Executive Director, Your Procurement Eye. Email iprocure.ey@gmail.com